he was teaching us how to build our lives. And if you look over there in Matthew, the 6th chapter, verse 1 through 8, I'm not going to read it all, but what he was talking about us preparing and knowing how to do fasting, knowing how to pray, knowing how to have a relationship with God, how to do alms, amen. He was trying to tell you, amen, don't do this for the opinions of others. Don't do this for popularity, amen. Amen, that when you do this, you're setting a foundation for your life. And when he said, after you have done all of these things, then, amen, everything that you did in secret, your Father is getting ready to reward you in public. I don't know where you are in this house, but some of y'all, you've been praying secretly, you've been fasting secretly, you've been holding fast and doing the work of the Lord, you've been doing it secretly, but God told me to tell you, after a while, I'm getting ready to blow your mind because I'm getting ready to reward you. The wise men, they dig deep. Somebody shout, dig deep. They dig down deep. In other words, he's willing to invest the time and the effort, amen, in building a good foundation. And one of the reasons, or one of the things that Jesus reveals to us is that one man's house was destroyed by the storm because, amen, and the others was not because of a solid foundation. I came to tell somebody in this house that laying a solid foundation for a successful life is not easy work. Let me say that again. Laying the foundation for a successful life is not easy work. Yes, anybody can shout, anybody can dance, most people can preach, most people come and speak in tongues, but it's hard to do all of that stuff when you're digging deep. When you're digging deep, it's hard to be clapping your hands. When you're digging deep, because you're hitting rocks, you're separating things that don't belong there, you're moving stuff that's been shifted out of your way. It's hard. I feel like preaching. I said I feel like preaching. The wise man, he digs down deep. In other words, you have to dig past feelings and emotions. You have to dig past popular opinion. You have to dig past religious thoughts and traditions that other people do. You have to dig deep past head knowledge. You have to dig past second-hand revelation of who Jesus is. Oh, they didn't want to hear that. What do you mean by that? In other words, you can't know who everybody else says Jesus is. Who is that guy? You got to know him for yourself. Maybe I ain't talking to nobody in here, but I came to tell you, I can't know the Jesus of my grandma and my mama. I got to know Jesus all for myself. And wherever you are in this house, you need to reach up and get him all for yourself. You got to know him for yourself. So that there's storms that can be avoided. There's storms that come in and they take us by surprise. There's storms that are supernatural in design and origin. But I got something for you. Because Jesus gave us a real revelation. The revelation is this, Brother Lewis. It's simple. He said that after the storm is all over, if you built on the solid rock, if you built your foundation on the rock, the message is simple. I'll still be standing. Y'all don't want to have church with me in here this morning. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, I'm still standing. Look at somebody else and tell them I took a good hit, but I'm still standing. It was a bad storm, but I'm still standing. It tore some stuff in my life, but I'm still standing. I lost some people who will be with me, who I thought were my friends, but I'm still standing. I lost some stuff that I thought that I couldn't live without, but I'm still standing. It felt like the storm, but it never me, so preacher, how is it that you do that? How is it that you live through the storm? How is it that you live through loss? You lost a loved one. You're going through a financial crisis. You went through a divorce. You went through people that you loved and they turned their back on you. How is it that you made it through all the broken relationships? How did you make it when you lost things that were valuable to you? I came to tell you that was easy because people will fall by the wayside. People will give up on you. But I got the secret to success.